Hi you guys, it's Wendy coming to you with a project share. I'm about ready to go to the post office and get these things mailed, and so it's always kind of my procedure to film a quick video and just to share with you guys. These cards, I've made 3x3 cards, and these are for a challenge by Vignola, and she has basically asked for 4 3x3 cards, and she just wants those so she can send along with whatever she happens to be sending out, challenges or happy mail or whatever. And I think that's a great idea. I've been on kind of a roll with kind of, I guess, fall type colors, oranges and yellows and browns, and so I'm continuing that. But maybe I'll just show you really quickly some of these. So I have these little, they were for rosettes actually, and then I got this idea that I was going to punch around the outside with a heart punch, and then I ended up doing some glitter on the insides of those hearts around the edges, and then I have added this little, I like to use the, I guess, the tear out area from papers, and then on the inside I have some measuring tape and just a blank space to write in. So when it's closed you can see both the measuring tape and that little edge. I also have this one. It's kind of the same premise. Again, 3x3. I used a heart punch around the edge. You have several circles. In the middle is actually a shrinky-dink flower. And so there's that one. There's this one. I'll have basically variations on the same thing. I think this one's my favorite for whatever reason. I kind of just didn't mess with it, and I feel like it kind of came out better than the others for whatever reason. So there's that one. Little buttons on the inside. We have this one, which has a resin sunflower, and then I just used a circle punch around the edge of the bigger flower and put some yellow stickles in the middle. And on the inside I have the measuring tape edge. Then I have this one that has a little yellow rosette in the middle, and again it has the little yellow measuring tape edge on the inside. So I'm going to send those off to Debbie. I also did a challenge with Auntbecscreations, and she is having this really cool challenge where she, what she is asking for and what she is giving away are kind of one and the same. And so she has asked for 3x4 cards that would give you kind of a task or something that you could do with your art. And you've probably seen these around the internet. Some people have popsicle sticks. Other people have decks of cards. They actually, some companies manufacture these decks of cards that are kind of pretty on one side, and then that have the prompt on the other, and then you just kind of deal yourself a certain number of cards out of the deck and use those to create a project. So she said we could send 2, and as per usual, I usually just do more. It's just what I do. I'm never sure what I want to do until I've gone through several different variations on the same theme. And so these 2 cards, let's see, you have this one and this one, with the prompt being to carve a stamp and use it. And so all of the images on these cards and even the words are words that I have carved out of a pink school eraser. So there are those. And really she's asking for 2 because her plan was to keep one for herself and then send out the other set as the prize. And so I just figured I would just make enough. I would make 2 of each, simply so she could enjoy one, and then she would have, you know, enough for her winner. These two are packing tape transfers. It's hard to tell, but I went ahead and coated the 3x4 card with aluminum foil, and then I tore an image out of a magazine and then burnished that onto packing tape and then soaked away the paper until I was just left with the image on the tape. And so of course the challenge for those two is to do some sort of image transfer. And there are tons of ways you can do that. You don't just have to do the packing tape transfer. I've done them with Mod Podge. I know you can do them with kind of really strong chemicals like acetone and things like that. You could do it onto fabric. There's just lots and lots of ways to do that. But anyway, I chose to do the packing tape transfer. These are essentially the same. There's not really any difference between them. The prompt that I have on these is to make marks with household items. And just as a kind of to look at those cards, this little rectangular image is actually something I stamped out of the a little tiny matchbox, and I just used the edge of it. I used a plastic pop bottle or soda bottle. I used the bottom of an egg carton, and I used a plastic fork. So pretty much you can use anything for mark making purposes, and so I thought that would be a good prompt. And then finally, I like these least in terms of the image, but I think the prompt, let's see here. I like these least, but the prompt I think is good. And the prompt on this is to incorporate packaging you would normally throw away. And in this case, the colorful circles are from stickers. I had used the stickers, and then I, kept the backing and then stamped images in those little spaces. So I think it's worthwhile. I don't really like the image itself. But yeah, those are two things I've been working on lately, and I'm gonna send those out to those two ladies, Debbie Vignola for her 3x3 card challenge, and to Auntbecscreations, who is doing the, I'm not sure what she's calling them, inspiration deck maybe. But again, 3x4 cards on which you are giving somebody a task, whether it's to carve an eraser and use it, or to use an image transfer, to stamp with household objects, or to save things that you would normally throw away and incorporate them. So yeah, that's what I've been working on, and just thought I'd share with you guys. Hopefully you're doing well, and I will talk with you soon. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.